Hey, it's Meghann Scully here, and I'm delighted to be joined by Limerick singer-songwriter Emma Langford in the really cool, and I have to say, I'm loving the Secret Garden in 101.
It's very tropical feeling.
Isn't it? I feel like we could be abroad. Sun is shining. It's warm enough in here. And then instead, with all these lovely cushions, all the colours, like we could be in Costa del Sol right now.
Totally could, and wish we were.
Well, look, we can't go to Costa del Sol because we got to stay around here because you've got loads of gigs coming up. And let's go straight into this biggest gig to date.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
The end. I'm playing my biggest gig to date in Ireland on the 12th of July. I've got my full band. So the full band are Peter Hannigan on double bass, Alec Brown on cello, Hannah Garrett on keys, Ray Uri on drums, and Tig Murphy on violin. So that's the band. They were on the album for Quiet Giant, and they've been with me from kind of day one, really, a lot of them. And then we're joined by Lucia and Maria, who are two extraordinary virtuosic violinists. They have their own album out at the moment, and they're joining us. They're playing a set of their own, and then they're joining us on stage. We have 4 dancers from the Irish World Academy, and they're doing a routine to one of my songs that they did for one of their end-of-year exams a couple of years ago, and I just adored it. It was so beautiful, and I've been kind of keeping in touch with them ever since and being like, we need to do something, please. So this gig came up and I had to ask them to do it, and then we have the Clef Community Choir as well, and they're joining us for a few tunes on stage. I performed with those guys in the past few months, and they are just the most gorgeous bunch of singers. There's such a lovely energy off them. Their conductor Dara Wynne has done this really gorgeous job of like bringing sort of rising and emerging singer-songwriters together with people who just want to sing songs, and he's putting these gigs together. And so they did a version of my song Tug of War, and they did a version of Closed Book and The Unbearable Lightness of Being, and I just fell in love with them. So when this gig came up, I was like, I need to involve them. So it seemed mad not to bring them on board and have a choir on stage
and like a big show.
Yeah,
you're not just putting on a gig, like this is a proper show.
This is an experience. That's what I want to create.
So excited for that one. Of course, it is going to be taking place in the Marquee in Rossbrien Road, which of course is the Old Crescent Rugby Club.
Yes, yeah. It's I performed out there a couple of years ago, and I'll have to be honest here, I'm not a sporty person. So but I had always heard of the Old Crescent Rugby Club. That's just the name of a place that's always been in the lexicon in Limerick. So I'd heard about it, and then to get out there and to perform at this marquee, which is just being set up for the purpose of the Pig and Porter Festival. Yeah. But they're keeping it going for a day longer ahead of the festival kicking off on the 12th of July and letting us use it for this event. So it's really exciting. It's a beautiful 700-seater marquee tent. I'm bringing a couple of my own friends in to do sound and lighting for it. So it's a big a community effort. My friends are running the merch stall, and then some of the lads working or some of the members of the club are volunteering to help stewarding and ushering the audience around. So it's a nice community effort to make it all happen. Cool. You know the funny thing about the day you realize who or what you are is that by the time it happens, you're probably not that anymore. And the funny thing is, logic states for things to break, they first must fall. And like any small or precious thing, you give nothing or you give all. I can't give you any more than that. I don't trust my clumsy feet not to make me fall flat, and the heart's the only muscle tissue, little known fact that don't know how to heal itself if you cut it in half. So don't cut it in half. We spend our days in endless cycles of lust to oxytocin, never stopping to think about the space between us that we've chosen. Well, I can give my mouth my ear, but I can't give you my hand, 'cause though you're oh so understanding, you can never understand. super glue and staples, and I'll help you hold those pieces in place till you're fit and able. I could never be a surgeon, 'cause my stomach's far from strong, but I hope my bedside sympathy suffice to help you moving on. I can't give you any more than that. I don't trust my clumsy feet not to make me fall flat, and the heart's the only muscle tissue, little known fact that don't know how to heal itself if you cut it in half. So don't cut it in half, no don't cut it in half, no don't cut it in half. And I can't give you any more than that. Uproarious applause.